Business is easy when I take messy and perfect action. This is a mantra I keep posted on my chalkboard in my office. It's a reminder to choose action over fear. Are you ready to grow a business online by taking imperfect action, friend? Waiting for the perfect moment keeps too many online entrepreneurs, but taking the first step, even if it feels messy, is the best way to build momentum and make real progress. Success does not come from waiting for the perfect moment. It comes from jumping in and taking action. It's whether you're building your email list, starting a podcast, exploring offering digital products, or working on your social media presence. The first step is always the most important step. Growing a business online by taking imperfect action is the best thing in order to have a successful business. Taking that imperfect action is a powerful motivation for your business growth, friend. Even if it feels uneasy, the decision to start is the key to success for online business owners. It's essential to take action on your new ideas. The ball is in your court to achieve your big goals, friend. I want you to embrace imperfect action instead of fear. Putting myself out into the online world has always been a challenge for me. When I'm trying new things, the mean girl in me comes out. And friends, she comes out strong. She'll give me the whole song and dance about not being good enough, and who would ever want to hear what I have to say? As if I haven't struggled enough on my own. I don't have enough to say to help others, really. She needs to shh herself sometimes. But then I remember it's not about me. Really, it's not. And it's not about you and your business. When I get stuck in that mindset, I limit my ability to create an impact. The goal isn't to make an impact on everyone, it's to make an impact on someone. That one ripple can create waves. Stepping back in history, a great example was actually hitting publish on my first YouTube video. This video was also a way for dipping my toe back into my content creation. I was burnt out from vlogging. I took over a year off from adding anything new to my blog. Back then, I didn't fully understand the importance of rewriting and republishing old content to make it relevant again. The Lord impressed upon my heart that it was time to stop hiding and take some imperfect action every single day because it's not about me. Imperfect action is the secret sauce for so many successful online entrepreneurs. Often you hear the fear of failure, analysis paralysis, or even that mean voice in your head just trying to hold you back from the success that you know in your heart you were meant for. The truth is, there's no such thing as perfect, as much as we would like to believe it is. Perfect is a perception. Waiting for a perfect website, the perfect business model, or the perfect plan is one of the biggest things keeping small business owners stuck. The good part, friend, is you don't need perfection to succeed. You just need courage. You just need to take the first step. So, what shifted for me? When I decided to take imperfect action and publish a video I'd been sitting on for a long time, it began a consistent journey of releasing YouTube videos for over 2 years. Eventually, this process led me to discover my love for the ease and connection of podcasting. The excuses I had about not being good enough or not knowing if anyone would care were holding me back from connecting with the right people in my target market. But once I let go of those doubts and hit publish, I realized it's not about being perfect, it's about showing up. And we all know that any excuse will do when we're hiding. And then for those who are starting your own business, whether you're a life coach, running a yoga business, or creating digital products, or dream of creating digital products, imperfect action can propel you in the right direction. It's an important step to get out of your comfort zone and take the leap forward with your big dreams. You can do it, friend. I believe in you. Are you looking for steps on what to do to take imperfect action today? Well, let me tell you what you can do. One, I want you to identify your first step. What's the one small thing you can do today to move closer to your goal. Think of it in a 5-minute task. What is one 5-minute task you can do today to move you closer to your goal? So, whether that's writing your first blog post, outlining an email marketing campaign, or just recording a live video on Instagram, pick one action and do that. Create a hit list. Okay. This is what I mean. I want you to write down a list of all the imperfect action that you can take. This includes things like reaching out to potential clients, testing a new idea, or sharing your business plan with an accountability partner. Number 3 is reframe failure. Yep, I want you to shift your mindset from fearing failure to embracing it as part of the learning process. Remember, the most successful people learn from their past experiences. There is no failure in business, only feedback. And I think, is it the owner of Spanx, how many times she failed before she actually was successful? And I believe it's her dad asked at dinner every night when she was growing up, "What did you fail at today?" What a great way to encourage somebody to learn from their failure. Number 4 is to start with high quality content. Even if it's not perfect, start creating content that serves your target audience. Use your social media platform. Use blog post, core a podcast, start a live video to build your online presence and attract your ideal customer base. Number 5 is take it day by day. Business success doesn't happen overnight. Just commit to taking that small, courageous steps every single day. Remember, what 5-minute task can you do today to reach your goals? I'm curious, does this happen to you? Do you ever feel truly inspired to do something only to stop yourself by a flood of excuses? Remember, any excuse will do. The mean voice in your head starts whispering or even shouting, convincing you to second guess yourself. The fear of failure takes over, and then you find yourself stuck. I've been there too. I've talked about it in that YouTube video that I recorded years ago. Do I wish I had taken imperfect action earlier and just published that video earlier than I did? Possibly. But at the time, something inside me wasn't ready for that bold step. Looking back, I see that every step of the journey, even that imperfect one, led me to where I am today, and I am forever grateful for it. So, what lessons do I want you to take away from today's episode? If you've been following my content, you know that taking imperfect action has been a recurring theme in my business. In today's episode, we explored those actionable marketing tips and mindset advice for you as an online entrepreneur. One of the biggest takeaways is that you don't need a perfect business idea to get started. Instead, I want you to focus on connecting with your target audience and testing those different marketing tactics until you find one that resonates the best with you. Do not be afraid to try different types of content marketing. There's a reason why we have so many different social media platforms out there, because we all have one that we resonate with more than others. Use that. Find the one that resonates with you. Understand the one that resonates with your ideal client. So, how can you put imperfect action into practice today? Here's what it looks like: publish a post, publish a podcast without over analyzing every stinking detail, everything that you've said in there. I could go through and hash out so much of my podcast and pull things out of there because it doesn't sound right or I stumbled over my words. Words are hard. I get that. It doesn't matter. It's easier for me just to put it out there and know that I've taken that imperfect action. If you have a high ticket offer, why don't you just share that? If it's not 100% polished to perfection, friend, try a live launch strategy to promote your online course, even if you're nervous about showing up on a live video. If you haven't ever tried a live launch, why not give it a shot? See if it actually works for you. You may fall in love with the process. One little extra piece here: remember, if a launch isn't successful for the first time, try it again. Use that failure to tweak it for future launches. Don't give up and start over again with something different. Relaunch until you get it perfect, or what you perceive as perfect. And remember about the ripple effect. Taking action just isn't about your business friend. It's about creating that ripple effect for your ideal clients, for those people you're trying to help. When you step out of your comfort zone, you inspire others to do the same thing. Your courage can spark motivation in someone else, whether it's a fellow online business owner or just a potential client for the future. Okay, here's a quick recap. Take the first step. Start small, actionable steps. Talked about the 5-minute task. Quiet your doubts. Recognize that the fear of failure is normal. You are not the only one that feels that, I promise. But that should not stop you. Commit to progress. Even if it's a relatively short time frame, imperfect action can lead to business growth as long as you commit to taking steps and progress every single day. I want you to focus on your value. Provide as much value to your audience through that high quality content, through your podcast, your videos, your blog post, and use your marketing strategies to spread the word about that valuable authority content. Stay consistent. Showing up every single day builds trust with your customer base and establishes your online presence. However, with that said, it is a good idea to pick a schedule that works for you to be a consistent poster to your social media platforms. Okay, it's time to wrap this up. Again, I've talked long enough today. Imperfect action is the only way to move forward in your business journey when fear is holding you back. Hey, if you're fearless, you might not need to take imperfect action because you could be an expert at it already. But whether you're aiming for a website traffic, building your email list, or launching a brand new course or bonus strategy, the key is to just start. Try it. Are you familiar with the flywheel at all? And this is something that I visualize as well. Like a flywheel, at first, it starts really slowly because of all the friction. But once it gets moving, it picks up so much speed. It practically runs on its own. Remember, do not get frustrated. Your content marketing strategy is like a flywheel, turning painfully slow until it gains speed and moves more seamlessly on its own as it gains that momentum. Okay, friends, for more actionable marketing tips, tune in next episode where we're going to discuss how to create a super simple sales funnel and digital marketing strategy that work for you, that work for life coaches, that are content creators. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you, and I hope you make it a wonderful week. Yay! Thank you so much for listening. I hope that you found this episode valuable and learned some actionable tips that you can implement in your business so that you can feel accomplished and less stressed. If you enjoyed this show, please take a quick minute to share this with your business bestie, subscribe, and leave a review. It helps me reach more business owners just like you. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like me to cover in future episodes, please reach out to me on my website. I've created a form just for you. Remember, with the right system and mindset, you can achieve the success your heart desires. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to chatting with you next time. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful week. And don't forget, let's grow, friends.